This video is going to be, there is something wrong with you. Yes, there is something wrong with you. And I was reading this article, and it was talking about how this woman was like 40 and single, and she wanted to, never married, and she wanted to date, blah, 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 blah. And the guy who was responding to her in the article said, hey, maybe sometimes you have to admit that there might be something wrong with you because you're 40 and single and never married. And while I don't agree that there's something wrong with her per se, I do think there's a reason why certain people are certain ways. And what makes you successful in life and in business does not make you successful. Or I guess what makes you successful in your career is not synonymous with what makes you successful in a relationship. And so I think sometimes people, if you look at yourself and you're like, well, I failed at all these relationships, maybe there is something wrong with you. And so many people, we go through all this bullshit with our friends, like, oh yeah, we always blame the other person. We always think it's the other person's fault. And we can't see things from other people's perspectives. All this stuff. And then we keep going through these phases of failed relationships again and again and again, and we don't ever realize that there's actually something, maybe problem is us. It's not them, it's us. And I don't think we're honest with ourselves to understand that maybe we have our own problems and issues. And this can be for any kind of relationship, whether it's with your employees, whether it's with your friends, with your family. I mean, there might be something wrong with you. Maybe you're just not someone who works well with people, And yes, you can be arrogant and confident and think, oh no, there's not something wrong with me because I am perfect and I am God's gift to humanity. And not change that about yourself, but in the end, you're only hurting yourself because you're not going to be able to have those relationships with other people. And do I think there's something wrong with me? Not yet, but I think there are things that I could work upon once I meet the right person. But yeah, I think I'm still young enough and malleable enough to understand that there might be something wrong with me, and if there is, I'm going to go and try and help and work it. So that's that. And I think it's really important to be honest with ourselves and see if there is something that we need to change, I think a lot of American culture is all about, oh, we should be happy, oh, we should love ourselves for who we are, all that bullshit. And yes, while you should love yourself for who you are, you should also understand that everybody else in the world has their own agenda and their own goals and dreams and own needs and wants that aren't necessarily coinciding with yours. And so to make the world spin round, you have to understand how to, I guess, accommodate to other people. So that's my 2 cents.